Happy Tuesday and welcome to another edition of New Release Tuesday on This Week in YA. I wanted to extend a big thank you to Jessie the Reader for filling in for me last week, and now we're going to get on to helping you spend your weekly allowance and then some on a great pile of books. This week has quite a few sequels, starting with The Rise of Nine, which is the third book in the Lorien Legacies series by Pittacus lore. And if you don't know about this series, it's basically, you remember that movie that came out a couple years ago with Alex Prettyface and Quinn Fabray from Glee? Well, this is the third book in that series. There was, I am number 4, 6, something with 6. And then we have The Rise of Nine. I know absolutely nothing about this series. And then we have Such Wicked Intent, which is the second book in the Apprenticeship of Victor Frankenstein series, and that is by Frank Oppel, and it is full of tragedy and dark magic and adventure and edge of your seat and lots of fun, it seems like. And then we have a little book called Smash by Luedeke, and this seems like it would be good for fans of Laurie Halse Anderson and her kind of more serious contemporary novels, because it's about a girl who is the big star of athletics at her school, and she has a bit of a problem with alcohol, and then she gets even more messed up with getting involved with this guy named Alec, and so it's a bunch of dark kind of contemporary kind of stuff, but I know sometimes, you feel like you need to read that kind of stuff, and I enjoy that kind of darker things sometimes, and then follow it up with a very, very funny book. Great segue, Liz! Next we have Over You by Emma McLaughlin and Nicola Kraus, and this is about a girl who is trying to get over a guy, and she's like, hey, why don't I get up my Charlie Bartlett idea and help other people get over their exes, and I guess she is helping the girls in her school get over the guys in their lives, and she kind of, throughout that, I guess she kind of gets over her whole thing. And yesterday Hello Giggles uploaded the trailer for this book, and it is marvelous. That just kind of like tipped the iceberg over. Whatever that saying is, it did that, because I was like, after watching that, I was like, I want to read this book. And then we have Heaven by Alexandra Adornetto, and this is the third book in the Halo series, and it's about this angel who has been sent to Earth, and she falls in love with this guy, and then there's some other people who get in the mix, and they're trying to separate these two, and love and things and crazy happenstances, and apparently they're getting into worse situations than ever before, and so it's like that. But also, Goodreads mentioned that this author was 17 when she first started reading the series, so maybe that would be interesting to watch her progression if you read this series, and so if you have, let me know. 2 or 3 Things I Forgot to Tell You by Joyce Carol Oates, and this is along the same veins of 13 Reasons Why and Winter Girls, apparently, because it's about this girl who apparently disappears, but they're not quite sure that she has disappeared because there's some, clues left behind or something like that. It's very mysterious. I almost want to read this just for the mystery factor of it. Life Happens Next by Terry Trueman, and I believe this is the sequel to Stuck in Neutral, and it's about this kid who has like severe cerebral palsy, so he's not just kind of like a little bit, but he's like in a wheelchair and he can't speak. And so he's kind of just like stuck in his own head, and he's in love with this girl, and nobody understands him, and it's not I don't think it doesn't seem like it's kind of like weepy or anything like that, but just kind of like, this is the inside of this kid's head, and things like that. And the cover looks really cool. Yes? Pizza, Love, and Other Stuff That Made Me Famous by Kathryn Williams, and I love this cover, probably because it looks like Alison Brie, and because it's about pizza and love and other stuff. This book is about a girl who, I guess she gets involved in this reality cooking TV show, and if she wins a scholarship, and there's other stuff going on in her life, and it seems like a very cute book, maybe not cute. It seems like it's kind of along the same lines as like Anna and the French Kiss, Lola and the Boy Next Door, those kinds of things. Maybe some Susan Colasanti. I don't know, but it seems like it would be a good book to kind of wrap up your summer with, just kind of like a light read, maybe if you're going to the beach for the last time, this might be a good one for you. City of Swords by Mary Hoffman, and this is the 6th book in the Stravaganza series. I know, crazy. But this is not a part of the Mortal Instruments series because you know all the city of blah blah blah. No. This is about a girl who is quite depressed and she's considering or self-harming herself, and she finds out she can travel in time and space, and she goes back in time to 16th century Italy. That would be the best thing ever. Like, wouldn't you think so? It's just like you're kind of, you know, stuff is going on with you and you're like, I just want to time travel. I don't think she decided it. I think she probably just kind of figured it out. But, you know, doing that. And she falls in love with a guy, and they actually kind of, I don't know if it turns into a Romeo and Juliet, but from what I read about the summary, it was just kind of like they're on opposing sides and they have to fight each other. And so swords, things like that. Yes, City of Swords, you're gonna have swords. So that sounds like great fun and great action. So you got all that to look forward to. And then we have The Sweetest Spell by Suzanne Selfors, and this is about a girl who, she's a poor girl until she finds that she has this magical power and she can churn milk into chocolate. Can I please have that ability right now? Because I would be so rich like her. And apparently because of this ability, she becomes the apple of a lot of people's eyes, and so gets her in a heap of trouble. But it seems like a fun little fantasy kind of book, yes? And then we have The Raft by S.A. Bodeen, and this is about a girl who is either going to or coming from Hawaii, and she is involved in a plane crash, and this guy named Max saves her and pulls her onto the raft, and basically plane survival story. And I saw somebody summarize it as kind of like Castaway, but a girl character. And so I'm thinking this is going to be an awesome book. 231 pages is not bad for a book at all. And so, and I'm digging the shorter books. I've seen a lot of shorter books these days, and I like it. And that is all for this week on the new release Tuesday, and probably enough for your wallet right now. So I hope you all have a great day and a great week, and see you next week.